go through to digest.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm listening.
And now I think, I'm in a stage where I want to go through this spreadsheet and then, start that next piece of work to take it to the next stage.
Okay, so here is something that I wanna share with you. Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, I shared it this morning. Okay.
Okay.
Knowledge doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
All that matters is action. Now the question is, when you have knowledge, you take smart action, and when you don't have knowledge, you take hard action. That's the difference.
And learn from mistakes. Right? Okay.
Yeah, you learn from mistakes. So yes, keep watching those trainings and all the sessions that you have, and especially that you've watched most of season 2. I would now dig my teeth into the spreadsheet. Okay. Yeah. Into the leads, because the further you dig your teeth into those, the more clarity you will have going forward on how to really work with them. Yeah. I'll tell you what I mean by that. Every lead is different from another, right? Block leads are different, hotel leads are different, planning gain leads are different. Even each lead in and itself is different. And what that does is that you need your own different perspective to walk into the landlord. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So if, let's say, the landlord is tired and lonely and whatever not, right? Then it's a different approach. If it's a young landlord who wants to now grow his portfolio and give it for management on a block or a hotel, that's a different kind of perspective. Same lead, different perspective.
A different strategy, yeah,
different strategy to walk in, right? It could be a couple owner. You have to be very careful when you're negotiating with couple, purely because it's a man and a woman.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, the dimensions altogether change when you're dealing with a man to man and a man to a woman.
And they have to persuade two people rather than one.
Exactly, makes it a lot. In fact, when you have a couple in the negotiation, your negotiation is about 100 times more difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and I literally mean 100 times more difficult. Okay, so and then there are times when you walk into a deal and it's a 20-year-old guy or a girl who's inherited something and they don't want to manage it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to see a whole range of people. Either someone young, middle-aged, slightly older, a man, a woman, and in all sorts of different situations in life. Okay. So you need to know how to deal with that. And not just with that, how do you deal with the actual big challenge that they might have within the deal that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you look at the dynamics of this, right, it's almost like when you're talking about communication, and the more people you add, the more connections are created, right? I mean, you get to like 80 plus team, and there's, I don't know if I can remember correctly, there's like 1 million connections or something, right? The more dynamics change, the different perspectives you need to have clarity on to be able to walk into the deal. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So when you're looking at a deal, I mean, you might speak with let's say a landlord who's got a really large plot, okay, and he's probably tried applying for something, he didn't get it.
Yeah.
Okay. And now he's speaking with a couple of other developers, a couple of architects. He still doesn't know what to do with it. That's a different perspective than someone who is completely a newbie and has absolutely no clue.
Yeah.
Okay. You could even walk into a deal where you go and read the local your council's proposal guide and the accompanying notes. Within the accompanying notes and the proposal guide, what you will find is what they call the strategic schemes with addresses.
Yeah.
With addresses. Now, these are properties the council is saying that has the potential to develop, which means that they will give permission 100%. Okay, as long as you're just not being greedy or anything. Okay. You see the character of the vicinity. You match the character. You don't go too greedy on the number of units. You can get permission, but you might have the address. The landlord might not even know that his site is chosen as is in the space of strategic sites given permission. So you could be walking into something knowing that you're going to get 10 units, 20 units. Landlord might not even know.
How does that work, Jack? Because landlord should know first, right? Before anyone
No, you
else.
don't tell them.
Dude, okay.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
You're only going to go there and negotiate the deal, but okay?
Okay.
You don't tell them nothing.
Yeah.
All your job is to get a positive indication. You're not even negotiating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not negotiate. You're too early in the game. You are not supposed to negotiate as yet. Okay. Later
Yeah.
stages, you can. All
Yeah.
you need to do is get a positive indication, come back, let me do the appraisal,
Yeah.
let us do the appraisal, and then we
Representative.
go walk back and understand how we can negotiate this deal. Okay. Like I
Yeah.
said, you might even see the proposal guide of your local council. So you see the address, you go to the site and you look at the site, all of a sudden it's a 3 acre, 5 acre, 10 acre site,
Yeah.
and you arrange a meeting with the landlord. Landlord doesn't even know.
Yeah.
Okay. Do
Yeah.
not tell the landlord.
Yeah.
You tell the landlord and you've got nothing. You could make 10 million out of it and you can walk away with nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as they know, their brain will start working how to
Yeah.
make it happen. Yeah.
It's not your job to make their brain work.
Yes.
Okay. Your job is to just to negotiate the deal. Okay.
Yeah.
As in our job is to just negotiate the deal.
Negotiate the deal.
Okay. If you start to make their brain work, and if they're really smart, then they don't need us.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but remember, more than 90% of the people don't understand planning game.
Yeah.
They don't. Okay.
There is a lot that they need to know to
Very,
understand.
yeah, very few and far between people actually understand planning, planning game. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, with block and hotel management, it's not rocket science. Purely because hospitality is a tiring business. If they're tired, they'll give you the business. If they're
Yes.
not tired, they want to run it themselves, by all means. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
And with blocks, this is with hotels. With blocks, it's a very simple formula. Either the developer has a management company or they don't.
Yeah.
If they don't have a management company, you've got a chance. If
They
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 already
they
have
let
a
it out to
management,
someone else to manage.
exactly. If they don't have a management company in place, they are not. I can tell you, a developer is not going to get and say, I am going to create a management company and I'm going to manage it myself. Very few and far between again.
Yeah.
Okay. So that bit is a bit more clear. Okay.
Yeah.
At the same time, like I said, when you walk into a deal, before you even walk into a deal, it's almost like as soon as you walk in,
Yeah.
you meet the landlord. I can tell you in maximum 5 minutes if you really got a deal or not. Okay. Because you are start asking, one of the cases that I had was I
Yeah.
walked into the hotel, right? I'm the
Yeah.
first person walking in to view the hotel. Okay. I walk into the hotel. I understand that they're very old school. The
Yeah.
first thing she said to me was, do you know about booking.com? And I'm looking at her, I'm saying, yes, I'm aware of it. So I was just being polite. Okay.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, there's something called booking.com online, and you can, get bookings through this computer. That's what she said to me.
Yeah. She's not
Okay.
aware of how that works.
She doesn't know the
Okay.
online world at all.
Yeah.
Okay. So I thought that's a deal. I went really hard in the terms of negotiating the deal. I ended up losing the deal because I went a bit too hard,
Because of.
because I went a bit too low on the price.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
So eventually the person who agreed could not complete. So it came back, and again, I was the first one walking in and walking out with deal agreed, and we eventually ended up buying that hotel.
Okay.
Okay. So point I'm trying to make for you is that once you walk in, you start to assess what kind of person this is.
Yeah.
And immediately when you assess, and you want to get to that part of, okay, what is your one big challenge, or what is your big challenges in terms of whatever that deal might be, you want to get there very quickly. Because if you're sitting with someone and you're doing all of these questioning, you could sit there for half an hour and you get to the main question half an hour later. You might have just wasted half an hour
Half an hour
of your
time. Yeah.
time. Save your time. Okay. Sometimes you learn it the hard way. Like I just gave you an example before we started recording this.
Yeah.
I fell for the fact that she's 65 years old and that she would have learned by now not to waste anyone's time.
Yeah.
She had not, clearly. Okay. So sometimes you just learn the hard way, while other time I'm very, very quick, very straight in. I'd build that rapport 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and 5 minutes later, I'm straight in. I'm like, what's your big challenge?
Yeah.
Okay. So you need to be, it's almost like I said, if you look at the number of connections you make between the dynamics and all sorts of the three kind of strategies that we focus on and all the different kinds of people that you will meet, you could be looking at a million different angles walking in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, Jack. Hi. Yeah. Hi, Jack. Hi, guys.
Right. So you could be looking at a million different angles of walking in with a landlord. You do need to get that right. Sorry, could you mute yourself? Yeah. So you do need to get your perspective right when you walk into the deal. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, one thing I learned a very long time ago is, can you actually sell to someone who just doesn't want to buy? Can you do that?
No, you cannot.
Sorry, who said that?
I said that, you cannot.
Suran, is it you?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're actually right. And the fact is, it's not about if you can sell to the person. The question is, you should not sell to the person.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I always say that you want to find the synergy level to be able to work out if there's synergy or not. If there's synergy, then we have a sale.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, if there's no synergy, then you don't have a sale.
Yeah.
Because even if you are a very good salesman and you end up selling it, likely is it's going to be buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, because if most of the people, you can sense it by within 1 minute, see how they respond, if they got interest or no interest.
You're right, but 1 minute is a bit too short.
Yeah.
More like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah. 1 minute is a bit too short. Sometimes people don't let you in quickly enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, about 5 minutes is more than enough to work out if there's synergy or not.
Synergy or not, yes.
Okay. And you need to ask the right questions based on the grow model. And then also that you need to find the right perspective. I'll give you an example on being able to find investors. I think Ajay had that issue. Okay. Ajay, when you're speaking with investors, right? It's not about being able to raise funding. It's about finding the person who is sitting on money and is doing nothing or doesn't know what to do with it. Okay, I'll give you an example. I'm speaking with someone right now who makes £1 million a year selling solar panels. When the year ends, the guy doesn't know what to do with the money. Last year, he bought 20 bike-lets. He just didn't know what to do with the money. Do you think bike-let is a good investment?
Relatively not. No, there's other things.
Relatively not. My answer is a straight no on anyone's face. Okay, it's a bad investment. Okay, I mean, one of my tenants has stopped paying me rent. I'm thinking, what the hell? How do I remove this guy? Eviction takes 12 to 24 months. The rent is £2,200. If it takes me 24 months, that's almost 50 grand. Okay, so that's bad investment. Anyway, the guy goes and buys 20 bike-lets. Now this year, he's going to be accumulated with again £1 million, and has absolutely no clue what to do with it. So I've sent him a few, different deals. I've sent him also the pitch of PN, which is based on the PN franchise, and I'm going to be meeting him soon. Okay. Likewise, the money that I've raised in my life so far, every single time it's been someone sitting on money who just doesn't know what to do with the money. Every single time. I had the head of Africa, Google, as one of my investors. I'll let you imagine what kind of salary she might be on. Okay. And then for her to bring 100 grand was like, peanuts. And she literally was so busy with her work, she just didn't know what to do with that money coming into the account. Okay. Okay. So it's not about making that sale. It's not about any pushy tactics. It's just about finding what I call the synergy level. See my hands? Yeah. It's just finding synergy level. That's all there is. There's no pushy sales. There's absolutely nothing. I do none of that shit. Okay, I know people who do. I am very, very clear. I jump on the call, find synergy level in 5 minutes, and after that, it's a yes or a no. Or if it's a no, then nurture that relationship till it gets to a point when it's a yes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so you might walk into a landlord, he might have a really large plot, or might have a hotel, or might have a block, but the situation does not remain the same for the rest of the life. Okay, so someone might be running a 100-room hotel, maybe not tired now, but might be tired in 5 years' time. Nurture that relationship. Might have a block of 100 units. You walk in, the guy is managing it himself, he's making really good money, but he's not going to be the same in 5-10 years' time. Okay, likewise, you walk into a development deal or a conversion deal, he says, no, I'm okay, I want to live in this region. Okay, you look at the plot, you think I can build 50 flats here. Okay, if he said no, it means nurture that relationship till he gets to a point where he's ready to sell. Okay, that's the name of the game. You build your pipeline based on synergy levels. That is all there is. I have investors on my database that I touch base with literally every few months, every 3 months, every 6 months. They might not invest now, but they might
in future there is opportunity.
Yeah, they might invest in a few months' time, a year's time, 2-3 years' time. I had one of my close friends call me up about a few months ago. Look, I'm sitting on £500,000 cash. What do you want me to do? Okay, the guy is making really good money selling vapes. Doesn't know what to do with the money. Already too busy to be, taking on a development, taking on a property project. For him, it's more like, here is the money. What can you pay me in return?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the kind of people you want to hang out with. Okay, I see a lot of people. Here is something that might sound cliche, but most people don't do this. They hang around with the same people almost all of their life. That's not what you're supposed to do when you run a business. You're supposed to hang out with people where there is synergy level. That means they have money that you can use, they have deals that you can use, or something along the line that you need. Okay, and vice versa. They're supposed to hang around with you because something that you know that they don't. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, don't just finish your work and call up your friend that you've been meeting for 40 years and say, well, let's have a drink. Now, I'm not saying don't meet that friend. All I'm saying is don't do it every day or every week.
Yeah.
Okay, and majority people do that. That's what majority people do. They'd call up the old friend and say, let's meet, and they do it almost every single day or every week or every month or whatever it is, right? Do not do that because you're not going to grow. You need people around you that you have synergy level with. Okay, how about a landlord that has 30 properties in your region? You're going to find loads of them. Baby boomers, all sorts of baby boomers, right? 20, 30, 15, 10 properties all day long. I know landlords with plus 100 plus properties. Okay, do you think they're going to keep managing for the rest of their life?
No.
Okay, they are going to get to a point where they'll say, you know what, I can't do this anymore and I need to give someone else to manage. Who is that person they're supposed to think about? You. Because if you have one landlord with 30, 50, 100 properties in one single region, and now he's prepared to say, you know what, half of them I'm going to give it to someone else, you can just get one manager and get your 20 properties managed.
Yes.
Okay, it's all about finding people where you have synergy and then nurturing those relationships consistently. I'll give you an example. I remember walking into an event. The guy who was hosting called me. He said, if you come, I'd be really happy. I walk in, there's about 60, 70 people there. As soon as I walked in, he goes, hey, I can't believe Jack is here. Okay. And then he calls everyone to introduce me.
Yeah.
And do you know how he introduced me? He said, I get to hear more from Jack than my wife. I will let that sink into what I mean by that. The guy is in our WhatsApp community. He gets messages from us, so much so that he gets to hear more from me than from his wife.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So when he needs help, who do you think he's going to call?
Check.
Fantastic. One of the cases I did for him, I refinanced a 14 million pound portfolio.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, I've done, I think, about 2 or 3 more cases for him. Okay. Why? Because I am on top of his mind.
Yeah.
And that's what you need to do. Connect with all the local landlords. Either you do your local events, your breakfast club, your evening club, your weekend club, your swimming class club. I don't care what kind of, connection you create in your local region. You create that, you're the host, and you make sure that you bring them into your WhatsApp community and that you nurture those relationships till you get to a point where you start to close deals with them. Either they're landlords and they are giving you hotels, blocks, or development deals, or either they're investors and they're giving you money.
Money.
Okay? That is exactly what you're supposed to do. I remember one of the sessions we did in Hounslow, where I think Rajiv was asking me about, all the network and all the connections, and I showed it to him. And Rajiv, do you want to share your thoughts on what you saw the other day when you were in when we were in Starbucks? Unless you're busy, I know you're in office.
Yeah, go Jack. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, when we went to Starbucks, when we basically saw the way you is it talking about the Facebook groups, how you connected with everyone in there?
Facebook, WhatsApp, the email, the contacts, everything.
Yeah, you are like every angle, like continuously bombarding them in a good way, obviously with your marketing material.
Yes.
Explain this is that even still, you get the morning mindset stuff even to this day on WhatsApp. Then you got your unicorn community, and you got this still, and it's continuous firing away. And I think you're always in the people's.
Thank you for that. Thank you, Rajiv. See, the point I'm trying to make for you is that closing deals means nurturing relationships to a point where they now know, like, and trust you, and that you don't have to actually do lots of selling.
What 200 mil bottles?
Yeah, yes, you gotta use your grow model. Yes, you gotta do the right questioning. You need to work out the synergy, but at the same time, it's about being on top of their mind. You need to be on top of their mind, and at the same time, in a positive way, where they know you can bring value. Okay. Now let me explain what I mean by value, because a lot of people get this wrong. Okay. Value means that someone trusts you enough to hand you their money, and that you make a profit on it, return his money with profits, and then keep rinsing and repeating that process. That's value. Okay. Likewise, when you speak with the landlord, know, like, and trust, obviously, but at the same time, getting to a point where when they sign up with you, that they can trust the fact that you're going to make this deal profitable, as in the sense helping reach full potential of that project. Either it's a hotel, high occupancy rates, better ratings, and so on and so forth, high profit margins. If it's a block lead, that you manage it well, high occupancy rates, great ratings. And if it's a development deal, that you help reach the full potential of the land. That's what you call value. And if you can't bring that value, then you're not the right person, and then they shouldn't be giving you money, and they shouldn't be giving you deals. Raise your hand if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So they need to, we need to gain their confidence that, this is the guy or the team that can, turn my money into profit, or, gain something.
Yes. At the same time, remember, Suran, gaining someone's trust is perception. However, bringing value is practical. So imagine you gain someone's trust and you borrow money from them, and then you end up losing that money. What happens then?
Yeah, there's no trust there, isn't there? There's no confidence at all.
If you take someone's deal, let's say you take a landlord's deal, and you can't make it work, what happens then? So it's not just about creating that trust and perception, it's about actually delivering it.
Yeah.
It's about delivering it. Okay. Yeah. Look, the difference between a sourcer, a developer, is that a sourcer does not know how to make a deal profitable. They can find deals, they don't know how to make them profitable.
Yeah.
Okay. While a developer or an investor knows how to make a deal profitable. That's why they have the confidence to borrow money from someone and say, I'm going to borrow money from someone. I'm going to take a deal from another person. Okay. And I'm going to make it profitable for everyone. Now they have to, that developer investor, as in me, I have to make the deal profitable for 3 people. I have to make it profitable for the investor, I have to make it profitable for the landlord, and I have to make it profitable for me. Yeah. With me? Are you with me, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's all about finding the landlords, nurturing those relationships, and then actually being able to deliver. Because it's not just about sales. It's not just about finding deals. At the core, it's really about making deals profitable. Because if you didn't make them profitable, you really can't create a systematic way of rinsing and repeating.
No. And you lost him for good.
Sorry?
And you lost him for good because he will never come back to you again.
They'll never come back to you again. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Exactly. I have people who've been working with me for 20 plus years. Yeah. Because when I take it on, I will do my level best to deliver. Has there been times I've not been able to deliver? Yes. But I deliver most of the times. Okay. Yeah. So you need to be that person who can actually make a deal profitable. It's not just about saying it. It's about actually doing the work. If you look at the 3 quotations that you saw since morning, that's what it is. It's about delivering the damn thing, as in making something profitable. Remember, guys, I came as an immigrant, right? I mean, Ajay was probably born and brought up here. You know, we have Nav here. He's born and brought up here. Rajiv, born and brought up here. I wasn't. I came here when I was like 19 years old. So if I did not deliver, if I didn't bring value on the table, okay, I would be nowhere close to where I am. Absolutely nowhere close. Yep. Okay, it's about actually, there's been times when I've got stuck into a deal and I can't make it work. Okay, at the same time, I always make sure that I'm taking calculated risk not to lose capital. Does that make sense? So there's been times where I've got into a deal, not made a profit, but luckily not lost money. Does that make sense? Yep. Okay. So I'm kind of giving you both sides of it, extreme sides of it, where yes, you can make, you know, $1 million plus from a single deal. We made 600 grand from a single deal. But then at the same time, you know, I have been through deals where I barely, you know, broke even. Okay. So you need to be prepared for stuff like that. It's a part of the journey. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, my job is to make sure, and I'm good with numbers, my job is to make sure that you don't lose money. And if you take a deal through me, the likelihood of you losing money reduces by about 99.999%. Okay, because I'm good with numbers. Okay. Any questions so far? AJ, any questions?
No, I'm listening today. I'm in the listening mode. I mean, questions are always about, yeah, it's generally about the funding side of things, negotiation, and I've yet to understand your system because obviously, as you know, I've only just joined you guys, so I'm still kind of trying to work out what you guys are doing.
So remember, when you're raising money, Ajay, what the main core is using the GROW model correctly. Okay. The GROW model stands for G for goals, R for reality, O for opportunities, and W for will. When you walk into a person who's sitting on money, the first step is to really find out, is he actually sitting on cash that he doesn't know what to do with?
Yeah.
Okay. So build some rapport. That's pretty obvious. Build some trust. 5 minutes later, go in. How much money have you got? You know, what are you planning to do with it? going straight. Okay. And then if, let's say, the guy is sitting on money, doesn't know what to do with it, then you've got some synergy. Otherwise, there's no synergy in this, he can go and you can go, right? But once you have that, okay, I'm sitting on 100 grand, I'm sitting on $500,000, I'm sitting on £1 million. Now it's time to say, okay, what are your goals? What do you want to achieve with that money? So R for reality, as in their reality, the person you're speaking with. G for goals, as in what are their goals in terms of the money that they have. O for opportunities that you will bring on the table. And then W for will, which is asking the closing question, which is, would you like to go ahead?
Yeah.
Okay. And practicing the GROW model has been my biggest winner in life. Okay. I've been practicing GROW for the past 20 plus years. Every single time when I sit in a meeting, either I get a yes or a no, or I'm supposed to nurture that relationship a bit more, whatever the situation might be. Almost in all cases, I've walked away and they've said to me, literally, you are the best listener. Like, I'm always listening in to what is it that they want from this situation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And like I said, there's no need for pushy sales. If you get the synergy level right, as in they have the money, they don't know what to do with the money, and then you are there, you bring development deals or whatever the kind of deals that you might be working on, there's synergy. Okay. And then you might ask me, how do you find these people? When you sit down with me, I'll show you a million ways to do that. Okay. Either it's the Facebook community or the LinkedIn community or the WhatsApp community or the email database or the contact list. In my phone list, when you meet me, I'll show you I have 11,000 contacts. 11,000.
11,000.
Yes. So Ajay, when was the last time I met you? 2017, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Since 2017, I've not seen you. Yes, no?
Correct. We have.
I'll let you reflect back on why you're here today. Because I send messages, yes?
Yeah, of course. Regularly.
Yeah, my first message is, if you would like to unsubscribe, please let us know. And then after that, done, right? So people get to hear about what my journey is all about. And then 2017 to 2025, that's been 8 years.
Yeah.
You managed to touch base with me.
Yeah.
Are you with me? That's exactly what it applies to investors. That's exactly what applies to landlords. That's exactly what applies to all the stakeholders that you either work with now or you will work with in future. It's always almost touching base and sharing about what you are doing. And let them see if there's synergy. And then if they can't work out synergy, that you sit with them, use the GROW model and work out synergy.
Yeah, I agree.
Rajiv, any questions? Suran, any questions?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
No.
Suran, any questions?
No, Jack.
I've just made a very, in fact, it wasn't a point that I was going to make, but made a very good point, Ajay being here after 8 years.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's just about finding the synergy level, guys. It's not about sales. Money follows value. Okay. As long as you can bring value, it will follow you. Money will follow you as long as you can bring value. Okay. That's all. Now, any questions? You're muted.
Adrian.
Yeah. Unmute yourself now.
Okay.
Yeah. We can
Just the growth, just the growth model. Is it R is reality, G
for goals.
The goals reality.
Goals, reality, opportunities, and will.
Will. Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. When was the first time I touched base with you now?
First, yeah, well, quite a while back.
Quite a while back. You're here, right?
From
okay.
Rupesh, I think, to Raj and Rupesh, I think.
Raj, yeah, Raj introduced you to me, yeah. Again, like I said, it's a game of nurturing relationships over a sustained period of time. I still work with people I worked 20 years ago when I was running a chauffeur company. Okay? 20 years ago. I still work with them because now they want to invest in properties. They call me up, they take advice. They're probably looking for a mortgage, they're looking for funding, they're looking at a project, all sorts of things. They always call me up. Okay. And when they call me up, if I get their funding done, I make money. Okay. Or if they're looking for a deal and they're looking for a JV partner with experience, I go on board, I make money as a consultant. Okay.
Fine, yeah.
One sec, guys.